Well, it's Money Tuesdays and I'm here back with Ronald Mukasa, who is our financial literacy coach. And today we are talking about side businesses. Now, many of us are employed. And you might wonder, do I need to start up a side business? Do I need a side income or not? Mr. Ronald, why should I start up a side business?
Yes, thank you. I think when you think about yourself, your journey in employment, one of the biggest challenges which you have is, are you fully safe in that job? It's a fear which most of us actually have. Am I safe in this job? The security in the job. And I think what has happened of recent is that jobs have become more insecure. People have shorter contracts. The stability, even organizations which we thought were totally safe, you find they have laid off everyone. So that kind of environment means that you have to think about, and I think
outside the box.
Outside the box, exactly. So there are two exact reasons. One of them is that having a safe a second income or a side business which you run kind of opens up an opportunity for you to earn an extra income. And we all know that we want to boost our income levels, especially when we are still strong and young. We want to boost our income. So you want to reduce the risk of depending on one salary and make sure that you spread it out a bit. But I think the second and I think an equally important reason is to learn. One of the things which you should notice is that if you are in a job, your job has things it can teach you because of the role which you do. But there are things which it can't. So if, for example, you are not managing any people, you won't manage, you won't understand any HR skills. If you are not touching money, you may not understand how to handle money. But when you start your side business, it also gives you an opportunity, a training ground for you to pick these skills. So the two reasons are, one, to increase income, and secondly, to learn and boost your skill set.
Anyone would want to increase income, but then also there comes the question of, when should I know? When should I start a side business? Because most times you enter a job, you get a new job, and you need a little bit of experience to get to know how to handle a certain job. So when should one say that now it's safe to start a side business?
I think in my opinion, one of the things you should look at is, whenever you're asking the question when, you are just trying to push it a bit further into the future. You want to say that how far can I delay the process of starting? So in my opinion, the best time to start should have been yesterday. But we are here, we're here now. So you have to ask yourself, what exactly can I do to be able to boost my income and also learn a new skill set? So the best time should start, other than yesterday, should be today. The most dangerous one is to keep saying, I will do it in the future, I'll be better prepared. Because the truth is, the responsibilities which you have at your workplace are going to increase anyway. And when they increase, possibly it will become more difficult. So I think all of us have to give it a shot. It's said that according to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, that Uganda is a very entrepreneurial country, and it's absolutely true. We live in an environment where it's okay to try something on the side. There are actually environments where this is not the norm, but in our environment it is okay. And I think all of us should give ourselves a shot, at the very least, to be able to learn something new.
Really? And so many employers are not going to be happy with you. You're trying to redirect their employees from their main job. Now, you've talked about earning new skills and earning more income as the basis of starting a side business. But what are the risks? Aren't there risks of starting up a side business?
I think the first risk is the one which you mentioned, the fact that starting this side gig could actually end up inconveniencing your employer or making you less efficient at your workplace. And this is, anyone who wants to start out, this is something you need to watch out for. You have a deal with your employer that you're going to give him 8 hours or 9 hours every day. When you have that deal, it is your responsibility to ensure that you fulfill your side of the bargain. What is his side? To make sure that he pays you. So you have to ensure that you don't destabilize your current job in exchange for this side business which you have started. But secondly, one of the things which is important to look at is that when you start a business, there are things which are going to happen which are going to demand you to put in a bit more time. So what that fundamentally means is that, which time is this new side business going to take? Because there is a temptation to say it's going to take the time of the employer. The employer is not going to be happy, and soon he will say, I have to release you because you are not delivering. So what is it squeezing out? It's going to squeeze out a bit of your leisure time. It's going to squeeze out a bit of possibly your family time. And this is a sacrifice which you have to know on the onset, that you'll tell your friends that, you know, at evenings I can't hang out with you because I'll be running this. Over the weekend, you're possibly running to make sure that it works. And other people who have succeeded in running something on the side have actually had to make that sacrifice. So I think for me, one of the risks is you not anticipating that sacrifice, hoping that things are going to remain as normal when you start
work during your own hours.
Exactly. And business is very challenging. An entrepreneur will tell you, entrepreneurs work for 24 hours literally. You find someone is at midnight, he's receiving an order but says I will deliver tomorrow morning. And that kind of environment, the moment you start something on the side, you have to know you are entering into that realm. And when you enter it, you have to be ready to actually make the sacrifices that will make you succeed.
The biggest question, Mr. Ronald, is a side business meant for everyone? Because I'm sure all fingers are not equal, but should everyone try out a side business?
I think it would be, it is a case-by-case basis. We know that when you think about a side business, you can't say that everyone will start a side business. But I think the more dangerous thing is you concluding it is not meant for you because
before you try
it out. I think that's the most dangerous thing. If you come and tell me, you know what, I've done this for 15 years and it hasn't worked, at least I can bet you have learned something from that process. But many people will step back, especially when you have a stable job, step back and say, I don't think I am cut out for a side business. So for to start a side, to generate income on the side through a certain business. I think the challenge there is you excluding yourself before you try. I think you go out there, you try it out. If it doesn't work out, I mean, the worst that can happen is we say in business language that losses are the school fees which business people pay. Every time you make a loss, you have kind of paid school fees in this business school. So every time you make a loss, the question is, did you learn the lessons? Did they make you better? And it's also important to note that some of the lessons you learn in your business can help you in your career. Don't forget that people may not know you know how to manage money until you tell them, by the way, I'm managing a small hardware on the side. When I'm handling, that means that possibly you can give me a role in the accounting department. So if you can be able to pull some of these skills, they can even enhance the career which you're following.
Talking of new skills, with my side business, I'm learning new skills. Should I be starting a side business in the same sector, in the same industry or environment as my main job, or should I be starting a side business that's way different from what I'm doing?
I think that largely depends on the need you are trying to answer. Sometimes the need you are addressing actually is similar to the sector you are in. And some people are in sectors where there will be a conflict of interest if actually you start something in the sector which you are
become
doing.
A competitor.
Exactly. So that you need to be careful with and see your contracting arrangements with your employer. But largely it is asking yourself, which need am I addressing, and how can I be able to deliver a service and make an income on the side.
Well, our time is has flown very quickly, but again, every Tuesday we discuss money. We try to help each other on how to improve our income, how to improve our skills, and how to make our lives better at work, at home, and every single aspect of our lives. Now, Money Tuesdays happen every Tuesday, so tune in and look out for how to improve your life. Now, if to continue the conversation, go to our website, which is www.ntv.co.ug, or our social media platforms that will be on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you just look out for NTV Uganda or Morning at NTV, or you can look out for me, Idris Matu, that is spelled E-D-R-I-S-M-A-T-U. Now, up next is Mos Semtia. Have a very good morning.